Hey, good morning, Morter Marchers. I'm Dr. Ted Morter. Thank you for being here with me on this almost Christmas Morter March. Boy, we're getting close. It's going to happen. The happy holidays. Here we go. You know, I was thinking this morning, what would I want to talk about today and what's happened to me? I usually reflect on things that have happened to me in the past week about what I did or didn't do and how I felt about that, and maybe offer you some tips and ideas about how it might help you improve your life as well. I thought about it yesterday, for example. Tony and I were working down in the shop. You may hear him in the background. He's hammering down there and working with screw guns, helping with Jenna's shop. We're getting it ready for her workshop. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But my point to this was I was working. We were putting up boards up on the ceiling, and it was pretty hectic. We're trying to get everything done. My phone rings, and it's Chuck. And Chuck says, "Hey, Dad, I just wanted to let you know that we just found out about little Theo's." Judo or jujitsu, I think it is, awards today, that he's going to win an award. He passed the test. He had to go through a whole process to get through these different karate belts that he has, different colors of belts. Had to go through this whole process to get where he's at, and we're pretty proud of that. And anyway, I don't know if you can make it or not. It's going to be in about 45 minutes. It's going to be over here across town, but I just wanted to let you know. And I thought, okay. Oh, well, I was busy. I had everything planned. I had my whole day planned out, what I was going to do, how I was going to make it happen. And I sat there for just a moment. I thought, you know what? What's really important? Is it important that I nail this board up there today, or could it happen tomorrow? What's really important? You have to take time for things that are important. You have to be able to discern what it is that's really important. And oftentimes in my life, I've just bullied through and pushed forward and got everything done and made it happen. But at some point, you have to just slow down a little bit and say, what's really important? What are you going to take time to do? What are you going to take time to accomplish? How are you going to be remembered? Did you take time for things that were important or not? So immediately I put my drill down and I said, Tony, I'm going to have to leave here in about 15, 20 minutes, but I'll be back and we'll continue. And I've got something I've got to go do. And he said, what are you up to? And I said, I got to go do something with my grandson. It's going to be a fun thing. He kind of smiled. He said, I think that's important. I agreed. So my point to this is, sometimes you may overlook things that could be and should be and really are important, and you overlook it for something that you maybe just has got your attention that you think you have to have done right now. So I guess the important point of this is to take time to realize what it is that's really important to you, and what is, turns out in 5 years from now, would it matter if that board got put up on the ceiling? That's the rule. In 5 years, would it matter if the board got put up on the ceiling? Probably not. In 5 years, do you think it'll make a little impression on little Theo that T-Paw and J-Ma showed up at his event? And let me tell you, when we did show up at his event, he won a special award for awesomeness. He got the awesomeness award for his category as well. And he was scared, he was nervous, and then when he saw us, he just started lit up. And he came running over to me and jumped up onto my neck, and I gave him a big old hug, and he's just the sweetest little guy. So you never know what kind of impression you'll make on people if you take the time. You just have to take the time. Think about that today. What could you do this week that you could take time to maybe give someone a compliment? Take time to write someone a letter, a handwritten note. Take time to give them a call. Take time to show up when people didn't expect you to be there. Take time to follow up and follow through with things. These are the trainings, teachings that we embrace in Gin and Morter Houses. So I'm going to ask you to think for just a moment about what it is that you need to take time to do maybe this week before the holiday. I don't know. It's up to you completely. Maybe you're all caught up. Maybe you're on time. I don't know. Got to take time. I'll give you a second to think about that. I'm going to be thankful and grateful that I take time for important things. So if I do this with the Morter March, what does that mean? It means that I'm thinking about it up here, and I'm getting my body, my physical body, to agree with what I'm thinking and saying and believing. So they become synchronized together. They become one. And when you become one, synchronized with here and with something down here, then your body is able to repair, respond, and rebuild. That's the way it works. I'm thankful and grateful I take time for important things. Come on, do it with me. I hear the drill down there. All right, let's do it. Come on. Thankful and grateful I take time. And then I'm going to take time to go down there and finish up that ceiling down there. Good morning, everybody. Blake, I hope you're here with me here this morning. I missed you last week, but I know I sent you the link. Good to hear from you. All right. Left foot forward, right arm up. I am thankful and grateful I take time for important things. I take time. I take time. Thankful and grateful I take time. Let that sink in. Okay? Let's switch the other way. I am thankful and grateful I take time. Thankful and grateful I take time. Thankful and grateful I take time. You can do this. I know you can. Let's switch the other way. Thankful and grateful I take time. 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 It's really all we have is time. Pretty soon the time's gone. Thankful and grateful I take time. Thankful and grateful I take time. I take time for important things. I want to fill my life with important things. Things that matter. Things that will make a difference for other people. Thankful and grateful I take time. 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 I am thankful and grateful I take time. I take time. Thankful and grateful I take time. Give it a pause. Take the time. Thankful and grateful I take time. Think about this now for the rest of this week when you should be doing this every single day. What is it you need to take time to do? What is it that's so important that you have to go do that right now, but you don't take time to do something that probably is really important? Take time to be with those kids and those grandkids. I'll see you next week.